Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Golden Gophers will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are...
Wide open spaces. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Boilermakers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Punt is in the air. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay, ready?
The give is to Taylor. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Quickly to the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Gives it on the option. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That throw and catch a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
It's a running room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. And here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. It's complete to the left.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. At the 40, there he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Taking it the other way. 10. Touchdown, Boilermakers! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start, now to see if they can answer on this drive. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. He'll pull it on the read. Gets away from one, finds room. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's McCoby. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run it from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Boilermakers are on the move. Off play action on first down. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this road.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll run play action. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They're dealing with a second and long. QB draw. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a...
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They just haven't been able to get nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch around the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity.
Free up the gut. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. A first down run on the doorstep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stint, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The running back has it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Kearney on the Jets. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He might want another play. After the run, now to throw. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's third down. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, man.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. Hard running there. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Quick completion on the out route. Plows through the defense. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Boilermakers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Taylor has it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened? And what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Lindsey. With the catch, it's Coleman. And it's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He wants to change this route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's reeled in. It's Coleman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. But they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to... scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kobe. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it, looking for the first down. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think it...
Oh, the space! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Golden Gophers get the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They're setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Grab near the marker, it's Coleman. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Bring in the heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. First play of the drive wants to throw. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got him downfield. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st down from the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line. Second down.
He'll do it himself. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence. Looking to take a shot. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This lead that they've been working with is dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. He's got him. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's in open space downfield. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Rides the back and leaves it. It's a seam. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! Excellent pass by the back on the option. That should move them closer to this elusive second win of the year as they build this fourth quarter lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pulls it in on the left. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. The Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter.
Trying to beat the D deep. and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They just keep firing. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, going up top. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Minnesota! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Miami endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Yager Stadium, and the Red Hawks came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 28. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. It is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. They'll run the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff.
Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, Dave. Free football. Finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
To the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. The give is to Taylor. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do,